part nila. Nagte-testing sila ngayon kung ano yung gagawin nila.
But how do you say, ma'am, na testing po ito for impeachment?
Oo.
Paano niyo po nasabi, ma'am?
Kasi nagsabi na siya kanina, diba? Determination of malfeasance, nonfeasance, misfeasance.
What is the
Yung
question?
magaling na bishop.
Are you rebuking this committee?
Why am I supposed to rebuke the committee? I am
You
not.
have been saying things for a while.
I
Honorable
asked the
Marcoleta,
question.
we
I asked
are
the
not
question.
blaming
You do not have the right to demand that.
1 minute suspension is declared by the chair.
Hindi ka makakaporma, trasabante. Marami ka pang kakaining pagkain ni Tamba. Grabe, basang-basa ho talaga nitong si Vice President Sara Duterte ang pakay ng mga aso nitong si Tambaluslos. Dito sa video na ito mga kababayan, sinoplak ho nitong si Congressman Rodante Marcoleta. Itong mukhang bakulaw na si Luis Tro. Ito si Luis Tro. Ay, nako, Luis Tro. Sinoplak ho nitong si Congressman Rodante Marcoleta. Itong si Congressman Luis Tro. Mukhang bakulaw itong ali na to sa totoo lang. Madam, ba, ganyan ho ba talaga pagka nakakalapit kay Tambaluslos, ha? Nagmumukha ho kayong ba? Ayun na nga mga kababayan, pero bago ho yan, at tinayuan na ho ni Vice President Sara Duterte, yarin lamang na resource person lang naman ako dito at marami akong trabaho, di nyo kagaya, puro pamumulitika lang nasa utak nito mga congressman na to. Alis na lang ako, sabi ni Bibi Sara. Tinayuan ho ni Vice President Sara Duterte ang mga aso nitong si Tambaluslos, no? Hindi ho nakapalag itong si Chua at umalis na dyan sa hearing na yan si Vice President Sara Duterte. Pero siyempre, papanoorin ho pa rin natin kung paano at titignan natin kung paano babalagbagin nitong si Congressman Rodante Marcoleta itong COA, ha. Mantakay nyo kung mismong ang COA hindi masagot ang tanong nitong mga congressman na to, ano ang legislate nyo dyan? Ano ba ang batas na gusto nyong balangkasin dyan sa hearing na yan, di ba? Mismong COA hindi ho masagot yung mga tanong nila kasi hinihintay pa nga yung sagot ng Office of the Vice President. Relax lang kayo, huwag kayo masyadong magmadali dahil puputok lahat yan sa pagmumukha nyo. Pero bago ho yan, isang like at isang subscribe lang kayo. Sobrang saya na ho natin dito sa PH Update. At para sa mga gustong magpa-member sa ating community, para kayo ho ang pinakaunang makakita sa ating mga reaction video, click nyo lang ho yung joint button sa baba. Gusto ko ho munang i-shoutout ng mga bilisan etong ating mga bagong member sa PH Update, no? Grabe, maraming salamat ho sa pagsuporta, no? Grabe ho kayo. Palakpakan ho muna natin ang mga nanonood sa PH Update. Natatouch ho ako pag nakikita kong yung mga member natin, ang bilis hong dumami, no? Napakalaking tulong ho nito para mapaganda pa ho natin yung ating mga reaction video. Shoutout kay Chodorico Ergueza Jr., kay Ma'am Ruby Royoka, Vanessa, shoutout ho. Mirna Espiritu, mega love shoutout. I'm Ann, maraming salamat ho sa mga bagong member sa PH Update. Grabe ho, maraming salamat ho, no, sa pagtitiwala sa PH Update. Na kung ano ang inyong naririnig dito, nakikita, yun ho talaga ang totoong nangyayari sa ating bansa. Huwag na ho natin patagalin to. Ito ho muna ang ambush interview dito kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Panoorin ho natin dyan sa Bombo Radio. Ito na ho mga kababayan.
Yes, nabanggit ko kanina sa statement ko, no, na kapareho lang ito nung nangyari noong nakaraang taon. Nakaraang taon ng drama ay ang confidential funds. Ngayon naman, ngayong taon naman ito na namang sa Committee on Good Governance.
Ma'am, you did not take an oath?
Ang ginagawa ko kasi nitong House of Representatives, minamaximize ho nila yung kanilang kapangyarihan para mawasak itong si VP Sara. Talagang demolition job lang ho yan. Kung maniwala ho kayo na talagang para sa accountability kung anong kabalbalan na nakalagay dyan sa committee na yan, Committee on Good Governance and Public Accountability, kabalbalan ho yun mga kababayan. In the first place, wala naman ho pala silang gustong i-legislate na batas. Gusto lang nilang pagtatanungin yung mga resource person na kanilang inimbita dyan sa committee na yan.
During the intro kanina.
Yes, rightly so. Kasi nagpadala sila ng rules at pinag-aralan ko yung rules nila. Nakalagay doon sa rules nila na witnesses lang yung mag-o-oath. Paulit-ulit na sinabi kanina na resource person ako. So sabi ko, bakit naman ako mag-o-oath na resource person ang sinabi sa akin? Malaki po ang pinagkaiba ng witness saka resource person.
Yan ho ang kagandahan pagka-abogado. Hindi ho nila basta-basta mababalya. Babalyahin nila si VP Sara dyan. Yung tipong mamamain nila. Hindi pwede yan. Hindi ho magpapatinag yan si Vice President Sara Duterte. At yan ang leader na kailangan natin sa mga susunod na panahon.
Ma'am, may nabanggit kayong impeachment, ma'am.
Sabi niyo ma'am, prelude na to sa impeachment.
Yeah. Very obvious. Very obvious yung kanilang ginagawa na
Correct.
practice sila. O anong gagawin nila para sa impeachment.
Ito si VP Sara, hubad niyang pinapanood lahat ng nangyayari dyan sa House of Representatives. Yung gano'n ho, yung tipong kung pelikula, alam na alam mo, o yung kung teleserye ito, alam na alam mo na yung mahirap, biglang yayaman, tapos gagantihan lahat ng umapi sa kanya. Ganon na ganon ho ang nangyayari dyan sa House of Representatives. Kumbaga, pwede ho natin mahalin tulad sa mga teleserye sa telebisyong Pilipino. Ganon na ganon ho, napakabaduy. Kumbaga, kitang-kita na ika nga, alam na yung susunod na kabanata.
Prosper po.
Hindi ko masabi yan. Hindi ko masabi yan na kung mag-prosper or hindi. Pag nandyan na, sasagutin natin, then iiwan na natin sa Congress.
Ma'am, kayo ba sa mga binanggit sa privilege speech, yung gagawin nilang basihan for the, sabi ninyo ay impeachment possible, ano po yung magiging tugon po ninyo doon sa mga nabanggit?
Antayin natin yung articles of impeachment. Doon tayo magbabase kung ano yung isasagot natin dahil hindi naman natin alam kung ano talaga yung final na isusulat nila. Nagte-testing sila ngayon kung ano yung gagawin nila.
But how do you say, ma'am, na testing po ito for impeachment?
Oo.
Paano niyo po nasabi, ma'am?
Kasi nagsabi na siya kanina, diba? Determination of malfeasance, nonfeasance, misfeasance. So, ibig sabihin, merong ginawang mali.
Ayun na nga ho mga kababayan. Bistado na kayo ni Vice President Sara Duterte. May utak ho ang ating pangalawang Pangulo. Hindi ho nagpupulburo niyan. Hindi ho puro party-party inaatupag niyan. Nag-aaral at tumutulong sa sambayan ng Pilipino yung ali na yan. Dito sa bahagi ng video natin na to, panoorin ho natin kung paano tinayuan at umalis ito si Vice President Sara Duterte dyan sa pagdinig na yan. Ito mga kababayan. Game!
So, just wanted to clarify po.
Ito namang si Swansea. Akala mo talaga may bubuga. Isa ho yan sa mga young guns. Wala namang alam.
May I approach the table?
Yun,
Request
si
1 minute suspension.
The chair declares 1 minute suspension.
Game. Ano kayang binulong nitong si VP Sara dito kay Chua? Sabi siguro ni VP Sara, ikaw Chua, sumusobra ka na sa social media. Napakabibo mo na. Aalis na ako, nabubwisit na ako sa inyo eh. Tuloy.
Session resumes.
Mr. Chair, may I request...
The Honorable Vice President is recognized.
Thank you. May I request to leave the inquiry?
Ma'am, pwede naman po, considering na hindi naman din po kayo naka-oath and alam naman po namin, marami rin po kayong ginagawa.
Of course! Nagtatrabaho ang ali na yan. Di nyo kagaya dyan sa House of Representatives. Ang inaatupag nyo lang kung paano ba sa akin si VP. Ang winawasak nyo, alam niya, kumbaga sa chess, kahit hindi tayo magaling mag-chess, checkmate na kayo. Alam na ni VP Sara yung susunod na move nyo.
The Vice President is excused.
Thank you.
Thank you po,
Thank you, everyone. Good morning.
1 minute suspensions declared by the chair.
Ano muna kayo? Pag-usap-usapan nyo muna kung ano ang susunod na gagawin nyo pagkaalis ni VP Sara. Game, tuloy natin. Kay Kong Dante na tayo. Pakinggan muna natin ang mga sasabihin itong si Baculaw. Mukha rin naman ho tayong Baculaw, kaya pwede ho natin siyang tawagin Baculaw. Pakinggan ho. Hindi naman. Mukha rin naman ho kasi tayong Baculaw, kaya pwede tayo man tawag ng Baculaw. ikaw lang ba madam mukhang bakulaw? Si PH update din naman mukhang bakulaw. Huwag sana magdamdam itong si Luistro unang neophyte congressman ka rin pala dyan. Kala ko pa naman kung makaasta ka. Ano ka na? Old guns ka na eh. Gurang guns ka na. Ha? Ano rin pala itong si bago-baguhan lang dyan. Pero kung makapag-oops. Pasensya na ako sa salita natin kasi sobrang epso ng... Tuloy! Game!
Of her stand, her position during the budget briefing of the OVP. And this representation wishes to...
Teka lang. May tanong lang muna ako sandali dito sa ali na to. Teka lang ha! Kasama ho ba sa napagmitingan nyo ng Quad Committee? Yang galaw nyo na yan dyan sa Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability. Ayan ho, si Bakulaw, nakagitna siya sa mga para meron tayong naaalala pag nakikita natin yung mga ganyang klaseng festuhan. Talaga naman, ang dami nyo dyan! My goodness! Ito mga kababayan, ito yung, nag-meeting ho ba kayo dyan? Tingnan nyo naman, ang mga aso ni Tamba, ang pinakamalalakas tumahol sa House of Representatives. Next administration, tingnan natin kung saan kayo dadamputin. Okay? Lalo na ito, naku po, iniisip ko dito sa ali na to, sino kaya magtatago sa kanya? Kasi yung asawa niya, saan ang tago sa kanya? Tatago, baka hinahanap, di ba? Merong di ba? Ito, tuloy natin to si Bakulaw.
Manifest that when the resource speaker does not take her oath, then it follows that whatever statement she will provide, we call it could not hold any water. That
gumagawa ka na naman ng sarili mong dyan. Eksena, Bakulaw ha?
being not under oath, the same cannot be used as an evidence in any inquiry, in any proceeding, Mr. Chair.
Comment Bakulaw sa baba.
The refusal to answer in the last budget briefing of the OVP is tantamount to her stand in today's inquiry of refusing to take her oath.
Galing ng nyo ha. Galing ng meeting nyo dito. Talagang planchadong ang pag-atake kay VP Sara. Ayos! Palakpakan ho natin si Bakulaw. Rekta na ho tayo kay Congressman Rodante Marcoleta. Wala akong kwenta tong Bakulaw na to.
Trust. If we observe malfeasance, misfeasance, and non-feasance in the LGUs, as a matter of fact, we have pending inquiry in aid of legislation concerning LGUs. Kung iniimbestigahan po natin ang Office of the Mayor, kung iniimbestigahan po natin ang Office of the Governor.
Sino bang iniimbestigahan nyo dyan? Kaya nagkakabistuhan kayo eh. Hindi naman ho talaga in aid of legislation yan eh. Yan na nga ba sinasabi natin eh. Nabibisto kayo mula sa mga bunganga ng mga Bakulaw na to.
By equality under the law, we should conduct an investigation as well to the Office of the Vice President. And I wish to thank the Honorable Valeriano for taking a stand before the plenary to initiate this inquiry in aid of legislation to address the observation not only of this representation, but of our fellow members of the Committee on Appropriations about the irregularities which we
Akala mo kung magsalita, totoo mga sinasabi, no?
have seen already in the disbursement of fund. As a matter of fact, not only of the confidential fund, but even the regular allocation of the OVP. With that, Mr.
Silipin
Chair,
natin budget
may
mo
I
mamaya.
proceed
Sige.
to my question for the COA. Kanina
Yes.
po,
Yan.
But after your lengthy manifestation, you have already...
Di ka sumusunod sa di ka sumusunod sa script, ang haba ng ng speech mo.
Consume 4
just
minutes.
one question,
Mr.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair,
Just one question.
Ayan na.
Honorable Marcoleta.
Yan na, kondante na.
may I offer a counter manifestation, Mr. Chair?
Later po, 1 minute na lang po siya and then
Kasi
I will
baka makalimutan yung continuity, yung flow ng discussion. I'd like to ask only, Mr. Chair, by way of manifestation, is there anybody who is questioning the power of the purse of Congress? Is there anybody who is questioning the legislative function and oversight function of Congress? Is there? Because if there is none, then we are not supposed to overextend the discussion or any manifestation, because nobody is questioning that. And I think nobody could question that. Even the privileged speech of the Honorable Valeriano. I think the proper question there, the proper title is not asserting the power of the purse. We should not assert it because that power is inherent in us. Asserting or not asserting that power is of no moment. Yun po ay birthright. Yun po is inherent right of Congress. And let me make of record, the office of the Vice President, to my mind, did not undermine the power of the purse. When she personally came in the first hearing and presented herself, including the budget by way of a PowerPoint presentation, she made a presentation, Mr. Chair. And after that, she made a categorical statement that she said, I forgo, Madam Chair, I forgo my opportunity to defend the budget of the Office of the President by way of question and answer, and instead I leave it to the discretion of the House of Representatives on their decision to decide on the proposal as presented. This is a very respectful answer, Mr. Chair. I did not find any offensive remark in that particular statement. She gave the entire House of Representatives the entire discretion and the entire right to decide on the proposal she presented before us. Why would we blame her for saying that she disrespected Congress? No, sir. I think it was triggered by the fact that questions were asked in relation to the confidential and intelligence funds. To my mind, Mr. Chair, these particular funds were subjected to a notice of disallowance. But the notice of disallowance by its nature, by its very nature, Mr. Chair, is contestable. It is appealable. It is yet to be explained. And initially, as explained by the representative of COA, the notice of disallowance suffered by way of supporting documents, by way of non-compliance with certain requisites. What if the Vice President is able to provide all the supporting documents? What if finally she is able to come up with the requisites required in order for you to consider that all these funds are eventually allowable and they are not disallowed? And chances are she may be able to do that. Hindi po final judgment ang notice of disallowance. As a matter of fact, based on COA's own representation the other day, the Vice President received the notice of disallowance only on August 24, 2024, which means, Mr. Chair, the Vice President has 6 months within which to reply and make an answer. That is correct, Madam COA. So, 6 months is up to February 2025. We should give her all the allowance. We should give her the time, because 6 months is 6 months. So why are we rushing to make a judgment? As a matter of fact, as I have already initiated earlier, Mr. Chair, when you said that anything we can discuss in this committee provided it is of public interest, and you said that intelligence funds and confidential funds are public interest, but I said because of our own rules, we should make a prior and preliminary determination that is directly and principally connected to malfeasance, misfeasance, or nonfeasance. We have not made that determination. How can we now begin questioning whether or not the intelligence funds covered by an initial notice of disallowance is already directly and principally connected with nonfeasance or misfeasance or malfeasance. Madam COA, how many agencies of government today are subjected to notice of disallowance? Do you have a number? How many agencies today?
With all due respect to the
Before
honorable...
But that is a question I will leave, and I will
Yes.
terminate
But-
my manifestation, Madam.
Yes, but I will.
I
I
believe,
would like
Mr.
to
Chair, that
respond.
this is still my time.
Yes, but I would like to respond to your manifestation, Congressman Marcoleta.
Parliamentary
Let
inquiry,
me.
Mr. Chair. Parliamentary inquiry.
What is the parliamentary inquiry of? the
Tingnan natin
Honorable
to.
Abante?
Ask the
Pakinggan natin
Honorable
to.
Marcoleta, is he rebuking this committee?
Yan na ho.
What is the
Yung
question, Mr.
magaling na
Chair?
bishop.
Are you rebuking this committee?
Why am I supposed to rebuke the committee? I am
You
not.
have been saying things for a while.
Oh, alam mo kung sino
You have
yabang
been
mo.
rebuking this committee.
You are
we're
saying
not,
that.
We're not blaming the Vice President on this.
I asked
Honorable
the
Marcoleta,
question.
we
I asked
are
the
not
question. You do not have
blaming
the right to
the-
say
One minute,
that.
one minute suspension is declared by the chair.
Hindi ka makakaporma, Trasabante. Marami ka pang kakaining pagkain ni Tamba. Marami ka pang sasaluhing tira-tira ni Tamba. Huwag ka munang pumalag kay Kong Dante. Ito namang si Trasabante. Ayaw natin pasukin yung ano nito yung faith niya o kung ano pa man yung mga pinaniniwalaan ni Abante. Pero di ho tayo believe. Yun lang yun. Marami ho tayong nakitang religyoso, bishop, pastor o kung ano pa man yan. Wala ho tayong nakitang kamukha ng mama na yan, sa totoo lang. Wala ho tayong pakialam doon. Pero kinukumpara lang ho natin yung mama na yan doon sa mga nakilala nating bishop, nakilala nating pastor o kung ano pa mang relihiyon yan, o ministro o imam o kung anong klaseng sekta man yan. Pero wala ho tayong nakita na tumatayo sa isang kongregasyon na ganyan ang pag-uugali. Yun lang ho yun. Real talk. Huwag ka maano, ito obserbasyon ko lang sa mga ipinapakita mong kalokohan dyan sa House of Representatives at Trasabante. Di personal yun. Yun, base yun sa experience natin. Kala mo mahusay talaga eh. Huwag ka magturo. Huwag ka magturo. Kala mo talaga. Sige, tingnan natin. Di ka naman abogado, nakikipagtalo ka. Kala mo talagang kung sinong mahusay. Huwag ganon. Tawa-tawa ka eh. Sige. Huwag ganon. Kalaban ho lahat yan ni Congressman Rodante Marcoleta ngayong mga panahon na to. Lahat ho yan nagkakaisa para wasakin si VP Sara. Yung mga congressman na nakikita nyo sa harap na yan, matagal hong nagpaplano yan para dyan sa hearing na yan. Tuloy ho tayo. Rekta na ho tayo dito kay Congressman Rodante Marcoleta. Talagang ginagank itong si Kong Dante. Parang di rin siya congressman dyan. Pakinggan ho natin ang tanong niya sa COA.
Now recognized for his interpellation.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, sasamantalahin ko na po ang presence po ng mga kinatawan ng Commission on Audit. Gusto ko po sanang itanong mula sa kanila, ano-ano pong mga opisina ng ating pamahalaan o ahensya ang pinagkakalooban po ng intelligence and confidential funds?
Game.
Attorney Camora, please respond.
Confidential funds are given to NGAs, to LGUs, and some GOCCs po.
You can elaborate, Madam Representative, sino po sa mga LGUs ang binibigyan po ng intelligence and confidential funds?
Sa LGUs po, depende po sa LGU, sa POP po nila, Mr. Chair.
Hindi po ba yung mga opisina ng mayor ay nakakatanggap ng intelligence and confidential funds?
As long as it is part of their budget, Madam Chair, Mr. Chair.
Kaya nga po tinatanong ko sa inyo, kayo po nakakaalam kasi kung sino-sino sa kanila. Karaniwan po yung opisina ng mayor,
Kayo dyan sa COA, siguraduhin nyo na para sa tao kayo, ha? Hindi kayo para dito sa mga interest ng mga congressman dyan. Kasi kung sakaling matuloy ang gustong mangyari ng mga yan, matagal kayong magpapakaaso dyan sa House of Representatives. Matagal kayo, gagamitin nila kayo bilang instrumento para wasakin yung mga kalaban nila sa politika. Tandaan nyo yan. Kayo dyan sa COA, dyan sa Commission on Audit, siguraduhin nyo na para sa tao kayo, mga langya kayo.
Nakatatanggap po. Maring hindi lahat, ngunit nakatatanggap po, basically, ang opisina ng mayor. Tama po?
According to the joint circular po, LGUs whose peace and order is a priority concern, sila po usually yung nag-allocate ng confidential funds.
Kaya nga po, base po sa record ninyo, may mga mayors po, opisina ng mayor, ang nakatatanggap ng confidential and intelligence funds. Kasi po kayo ang nag-o-audit eh.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Para hindi na tayo magtagal, ganun lang kasi. Pati po opisina ng gobernador, nakakatanggap din po ng ganong klaseng pondo, hindi po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yun pong PNP, nakakatanggap po.
Intelligence fund po sa
Opo,
PNP.
yung AFP, nakakatanggap po.
Yes po, Mr.
Ang
Chair.
opisina po ng ating Pangulo ay nakakatanggap po ng intelligence funds.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ngayon po, sa mga karamihan po ng opisina ng mayor at opisina ng gobernador at alimpang mga LGUs na maaaring makatanggap nito, depende sa kanilang pangangailangan.
Parang gusto kong
Yung
tatakbo
AFP
nito.
at saka yung ating kapulisan at ang ating ang opisina po ng ating Panguluhan. Masasabi po ba ninyo na merong na-issuean po ng notice or notices of disallowance sa napakaraming opisina na tumatanggap ng ganitong pondo?
Mr. Chair, pagka meron naman pong mga ibang agencies na katanggap
Kaya nga po
ng
gusto ko pong malaman, halimbawa 2022 at saka 2023, ballpark figures lang po, ilan po sa mga official, sa mga opisina ng mayor na nakatanggap ng confidential or intelligence funds ang subjected to notices of disallowance? Ilan po sa opisina ng gobernador, ganun din po yung tanong. At saka sa iba't ibang mga opisina po, para malaman lang natin, kahit ballpark figures lang, ilan po yung na-issue nyo na notices of disallowance concerning these types of funds?
Mr. Chair, wala po kaming data on the said information today because we only have data on the OVP po.
Ouch! Yan na nga ba sinasabi natin. Ang target, si Condante naman, hindi kasi alam ni Condante yung script. Ang script kasi, ang atake lang dyan ang Office of the Vice President. Hindi naman yung ibang mga ahensya ng pamahalaan. Condante hindi alam ni Congressman Rodante Marcoleta yung script nito, mga tambaluslus na to. Tuloy.
I cannot give an exact number
Bakit
po
po?
today.
Kasasabi nyo lang na meron din kayong sinubject sa notice of disallowance eh. Bakit po yung opisina lang ng OBP ang meron kayong record?
Yung hawak po namin ngayon, Mr. Chair, since ito po yung subject ng inquiry, we are prepared as to the OVP. Pero as to other agencies...
Sige po, ganito na lang. Meron po ba kayong estimated na bilang ng na-issue nyo na kayo po kasi pag intelligence and confidential funds, kayo po yung auditing unit ang nakatoka para tingnan po ang pagkakagasta ng tipo ng fondong ito. Tama po?
Tama po, Mr.
Okay.
Chair.
Makapagsasabi po ba kayo ng estimated number? Ito po, kinabibilangan ng opisina ng mayor, ng gobernador, ng ISAP, ng kung ano-ano, ng siguro po, maski National Intelligence Security Council, AFP, ang kapulisan. Can you provide us a ballpark number of the notices of disallowance that your office has initially issued?
Mr. Chair, I cannot give you a ballpark figure now since hindi naman po ako involved sa entire ICFAO. So,
wala po bang isa sa inyo na nakaupo ngayon sa aming harapan ang makapagbibigay man lang ng estimated number? Napakarami po ng mayor, napakarami po ng gobernador.
Precisely, sir. Kaya sa ibang division, wala po akong...
Pwede ba natin sabihin 100 or 500 notices of disallowance?
I cannot say po, Mr. Chair.
How can you help us? We are supposed to be doing this.
Hindi, Kong Dante, hindi mo alam yung script. Tutulong lang yung COA na yan para mawasak si VP Sara. At yung tono ng ali na yan, alam na ho natin ang mga isa... Naku po, yung ali na yan. At bigla ho siyang gumanda at napaka-confident ho niyang sumagot ngayon sa mga tanong ng mga congressman na to. Ayos!
In aid of legislation. Kaya namin kayo pinatawag para tulungan nyo kami.
Mr. Chair,
Ang sabi po ng jurisprudence, which was quoted by no less than the former Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, Reynato Puno, quoting various jurisprudence. Kasama na po yung Arnold versus Nazareno. There should be a legislative purpose. That's number 1 requirement. The number 2 requirement, there should be pertinency in relation to those legislative purpose. Kaya po tinatanong
you have
ko,
1 minute.
Tinatanong ko po ngayon,
Si Luis Strong Baculaw, unlimited ang oras. Ditong si Kong Dante, ang gaganda ng mga punto. Ang gaganda ng mga punto, 1 minuto na lang. O talaga,
Paano karami? O sige, ganito na lang. Marami ba ang na-issue nyo po na notices of disallowance in connection with these types of fund?
Sir, I really cannot give an exact number.
Hindi nga sabihin mo
today.
lang, marami.
Attorney,
Medyo marami.
Attorney Camora, could you please submit the documents that the Honorable Marcoleta is requesting?
Yes.
Kasi sa ngayon,
Mr.
bago ako
As to the
magtapos,
numbers.
Mr. Chair, I want
Yes,
to wind
Mr.
up now.
Yes.
I want
please
to wind up now. Can you at least sabihin mo lang, marami, medyo marami. Pati ba naman yun, hindi mo... Ang dami po nating mayor dito sa buong Pilipinas, ang daming gobernador, pati kapulisan, ISAP, AFP. So sabi mo kanina, marami na-cover ng ilan ba?
Madam Chair, kung yung current year, I can answer na
O yung,
konti lang
on
po.
the average noon, yung halimbawa 2020, 2021, 2022, by way of your experience, by way of your former data.
Previous years po, I cannot say since bago lang po ako sa ICPAO. So, we could just provide you po with the documents.
Please wrap up. One last question, Congressman
What
Marcoleta.
about to the other members of the Commission on Audit? Through your experience, let's say in the last 10 years, wala kayong may bibigay? Alam po ninyo kung bakit ko tinatanong ito? Kung marami po kayong na-issue, at alam ko marami talaga, na notices of disallowance, pupuntahin natin dito lahat, hindi lang ang Office of the Vice President at dapat umupo dito. Lahat na po ng inisyuhan nyo ng notices of disallowance must sit here para makagawa po kami ng mas maganda, mas balanse na batas.
Correct.
Kung pag-uusapan po ay ang paggamit nitong intelligence funds. Do you understand, Madam?
Yes, I understand po the question.
So
However,
the committee is expecting to receive the number as well as the pertinent records pertaining to the issuance of notices of disallowance to the municipal mayors, governors, the PNP, the AFP, and such other agencies who are recipients of intelligence and confidential funds, because later on we will also summon them and sit with us. Thank you, Madam Chair, Mr. Chair.
Congressman Marcoleta, you cannot move because you are not a member of this committee.
It's good that you have raised that, Mr. Chair. I am a vice chair of this committee. On September 4, I was surprised because I saw the journal that I was replaced by my comare. The question is, if I am replaced as a vice chair, does that automatically mean that I am removed as a member of this committee? Before you answer that, Mr. Chair, I think I need some legal basis before you answer that.
Yes,
Yan, sige.
your removal from the vice chair, you were removed in a plenary session, House rules. Now, under Section 28, of the House rules, it provides that the House shall, upon the recommendation of the Committee on Rules, organize committees, their membership, and jurisdiction. Therefore, your removal as Vice Chair and member of the House was a plenary action, and therefore, it should be the plenary who should include you as member or as Vice Chair. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, it was very clear that I was removed as Vice Chair. I was not removed as a member.
Sige, sagot!
Because you were
There is this distinction between being a member and Vice Chair. If I
Yes,
was
but-
removed as Vice Chair,
but your appointment as Vice Chair, you were not appointed as member. Your appointment was as Vice Chair. So hindi naman po kayo
Mr.
in-appoint
Chair.
muna as member bago kayo ginawang Vice Chair. Your immediate appointment was as Vice Chairman, and therefore your removal as Vice Chair will remove you as member also. Yun po yun. And
Well,
it's a
that is
plenary
your-
action. The committee has nothing to do with it.
that is your opinion, Mr. Chair, but I am expecting that some kind of a basis should be presented that upon removal of a Vice Chair, that automatically also removes him as a member of that committee. That's all I am asking, Mr. Chair.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
We have already answered the manifestation or the inquiry of the Honorable Marcoleta. Next to interpolate is
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman.
Honorable.
Yan ang mamahusay.
Yes, with
Pagmamahusay.
the permission, with the indulgence of Honorable Dionisio, I would like to recognize the Honorable Paduano.
Mr. Chairman, under our rules, there's a motion for a point of order. And this is one of the highest motion that should be ruled by the chairman. So, Mr. Chairman, just a parliamentary procedure. The chairman should recognize the person that moves for a point of order because that is one of the highest motion that should be recognized by the chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Di marunong.
Noted. Honorable
Mr. Chair,
Honorable Vice Chairman Abante.
with the indulgence of Congressman Dionisio, may I be recognized?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, with the
just a point of inquiry.
Ayun na nga mga kababayan, wala naman hong kwenta, puro serswela lang naman ho gagawin nila dyan. Maraming salamat ho sa pagsuporta sa PH Update. Kung di nyo po napanood, itong pinaka-latest video natin, click nyo lang. Mag-ingat ho kayo lahat. Narinig nyo naman ho, talagang yung target ho nila na yan, si Vice President Sara Duterte lang. Tama naman ang punto ni Kong Dante. Kung ipapatawag nyo si VP Sara, dapat ipatawag nyo rin lahat ng opisyal ng pamahalaan na inisyuan ng disallowance ng Commission on Audit. Maraming salamat ho mga mag-ingat ho kayo lahat. Grabe, kagising-gising ho natin. Ganito kagad yung bubungan sa atin. Ako, yari. Mahalin natin Pilipinas.